Back with another WordPress tutorial for clients of Abell Smith Design. This time I want to show you how to control the callout section of your website here. And this is what I call this section. Um, some other developers might have different names for these boxes like this. I call them callouts. But I'm going to show you how to control these, and you see it now on another client's website, a sporting goods store. And so I'm going to show you how to control this text here, as well as the icons, the subheadings here, this text, and the buttons here leading to inner pages of the website. So these are kind of promotional parts of the home page here that lead the user to important inner pages of the website. So you'll see this is pretty common in the theme that I use, that I have built for my clients. You see it on the demo site here, the homepage slideshow, and then the call out boxes right below it. And in this case, they're different icons, and I'm going to show you how to control these. So first thing you're going to want to do in this case for the sporting goods store is log into the website as an administrator instead of an editor or shop manager or any other role that I have created for you to make things simpler on the back end. In this case, you're going to want to be logged in as an administrator, one of the rare cases for that. And in this case, you want to go into Beaver Builder for the home page in this case. And I'm not going to cover that here because I cover it in other videos, but you're going to want to edit the home page in Beaver Builder. So to edit these sections of the home page, you can see in Beaver Builder when you hover over those sections, it highlights to tell you that that's where you are focusing, and it gives you options here for the slideshow and for the callouts and for this section. So I want to first show you how to edit this text above the callouts. So I'm going to hover over that and click the little wrench icon, and that gives me the text here. And it's pretty simple. You just change the text however you want to change it. Click save. It's changed. And you're going to want to click this drop down and then either Control P or Publish Layout. So then if I go to the live website in a new tab, click refresh, you can see the changes are made. So that shows you how to edit this section. Now changing the callouts is a little more complex, so I'm going to go slowly here. So if I want to change the icons, first of all, the reason you want to be logged in as an administrator instead of a lower level user role is because you need access to this plugin that I have installed for you called WP SVG Icons, which you only have access to if you're logged in as an administrator. So the icon that's currently active for the sporting goods store here is the Frisbee icon. Let's say I want to change this to, first of all, the icon is displayed by this piece of code, which is called a shortcode. And this is why this is a slightly more technical thing to update on your website, dealing with shortcodes. So we're going to get another shortcode for a different icon to display there. So that's where you go to WP SVG Icons, and default icon set is what we want. The Frisbee one there is specified by a custom icon set, which I have installed in this case for the sporting goods store, and it's right here for the Frisbee one. For your website, it will probably have also installed a custom icon set for your particular business. In this case, I want to show you how to change it to a default icon. So let's say I want this one. Looks like somebody exercising. So I'm going to select that one, and I want to make sure I have div selected here. And it gives me the shortcode right below it. So I'm just going to highlight that, copy it by doing Control C, go back to Beaver Builder, and I'm going to, when I bring up Beaver Builder, click the little wrench. I'm going to click on the Text tab. So now I'm going to highlight the current shortcode in there and paste the one that I copied. I'm going to want to specify the size also, like I did before. So in this case, I'm just going to click there, put in a space, type in size equals, open quote. And before I had 110 pixels. In this case, that's a kind of a bigger icon, so I'm going to say 50 px or 50 pixels. And I'm going to click save. And there's my new icon. Say I want a little space above the top, at the top there. So I'm going to go to advanced margins. At the top, I'm going to say 20. And for the rest of these, I'm going to say 0. Actually, I want to deselect the chain there, which makes them all equal. And I'm going to just put in 20. Let's say save, and that looks a little better there. So I'm going to click the drop down here. I'm going to say publish layout. Go back to the live website. Open that opened in a new tab and click refresh, and you can see my icon is now changed. So for the rest of the call out boxes, say I want to change this subtitle to something other than shop. So maybe I'll change it to store and click save. And that's how you change that. Changing the text below is just the same as before. Say I want to change that text to shop. Save, and it's changed. Changing the text on the buttons is pretty simple. In this case, I want to go to text, and you can see there's a little bit of code here. I just want to change the word products. I'm going to change that to items and click save. And the reason I did it that way is because I want to keep that link the same. I want to keep that link there. If I can do it in visual also if I just select that word and do products, but I want to make sure that link stays intact. And then click the drop down, do publish layout, and go back to the live website, refresh. So this gives you a little idea how to change and control this top area of the home page on websites that I have created for you. And one more thing I wanted to show you how to control about the callout section here is the colors. So that's going to be done in two different places in this case. So beginning in Beaver Builder, I want to change, say in this case, the sporting goods store has changed the blue to a slightly different shade of blue. So for branding, so I'm going to change the icon first. And you're going to need to change the icons individually and these headers individually. So in Beaver Builder, I'm going to hover over the icon first, click the wrench, and I'm going to make sure style is selected here. And I'm going to select color, And I'm going to put in the new shade of blue, and you can see there's a hex code here that you can enter if you like, if you know how to use those. And in this case, I'm just going to click and drag this to the new shade of blue that we have selected for the website. And I'm going to select that and copy it so I can use it again. And I'm going to click save. And there's the new shade of blue for that icon. For the subheader here, I'm going to do the same thing. Style, color, select that hex code, and paste the one I saved, I copied, and click save. And there's that shade of blue. For the button, that is controlled in a different part of the back end here. So in this case, I'm going to go into the customizer, and I'm not going to go over how to access the customizer here because I go into that in other videos. But just know that to change the buttons colors, you're going to need to go into the customizer. So in this case, I'm going to go to General, Theme Buttons, and here's where the colors are controlled for those buttons. And in this case, I'm going to change the background color to the one I have copied. You can also select change, and that you can see changes all the buttons on the website. You can also change the hover color, you can change the font color, you can change the hover on the font, you can change the border color, border radius, meaning the curve around the outside of the border, the border hover color. Lots of control you have over these theme buttons. So that's where you control the colors on the callout section here.